What are your thoughts about small businesses during the lockdown and self-employed people?
So small businesses are, depending on the type of business that you are, have been massively impacted, or some of them are doing quite well. So for instance, like, I know that certain pizza businesses and places that do takeaways are booming, but I also know other businesses like tattoo parlors, hair salons, personal training studios, are on their knees. I mean, they can't operate. So if you've got physical premises and you're paying rent and rates and utilities and all those outgoings, you've spent a lot of time trying to negotiate and stop things and pause things and get the best possible deals that you can so you can survive. And for a lot of small businesses, there isn't the support there. Landlords aren't giving 100% rent free, or they want deferred payments. Rates obviously has been cut for small business, which is great. But without going into too much detail, I think a percentage of small businesses won't be reopening. The longer this goes on, they just won't be reopening. Or if they do reopen, the business that they had before is just not going to come back in the same capacity. If you spent 5-10 years building a business, you're going to be back in that kind of like having to rebuild 30-40% of your business again, because people will deselect themselves because of the virus. They'll just think, especially if it's premises where there's a number of people within a small space. It's interesting to see what happens to gyms and to theatres and to cinemas, but a lot of it's an unknown. What's clear though in this is that self-employed people, we're self-employed people, have had a real kind of like raw deal, and to not be able to operate, in the normal capacity. So, and to be told that whatever support will come in June, being told that in end of March or early April, that's a long time for a lot of people. So yeah. So who knows? I think it's an unknown, but there's definitely massive change on the horizon. And after the first 2 or 3 weeks where I spent sorting things out, like getting mortgage holidays and just stopping a lot of the kind of hemorrhaging so that you can just hold your ground until you can get operational again, the rest of the time has been spent building and growing and working on where to spend your time and your energy and your money, and how to come out of this with new focus and new ideas, and to try and operate in a different way, because fundamentally there are going to be a lot of changes. And I think if you come out and just do what you were doing before in some industries, I don't think that's a very wise space to be in. So yeah, if you're self-employed or a small business, I feel your pain, and but hopefully you're in this time of lockdown, you're getting clear about how to navigate and what you need to spend your time on, and staying well and healthy, and as and where you can, contributing to other people, even if it's just like sharing your thoughts on a video like this. It's helpful. I've listened to a number of things over the last couple of weeks, months, and got some really good ideas from it, some real gems. So hopefully this had some value in some shape or form. But yeah, unfortunately, to summarise, it's going to be a very different landscape, and I think quite a large percentage of small businesses, maybe 25 to 30%, won't survive it, if not immediately, within a year of operation, and that's pretty sad.